Okay, hello everybody. Wanted to begin this week by thanking everybody that sent their wishes and prayers. Thank God my daughter's doing fine. It was a burst appendix, and they're going to keep her in the hospital for a couple of days just to make sure they got the all cleaned out and no infection sets in. But she's doing well, thank God, and hopefully they'll release her probably Tuesday. So thank you all for your best wishes. It's greatly appreciated. My wife and I are really humbled by everybody's outpouring, so thank you very much. That being said, I'm sitting down at my computer because, still got to go to work this week, and preparing for myself. So, I'm just going to walk myself through what I'm looking to happen this week, and if it helps some people along the way, so be it. Other than that, this is not trading advice. This is what I'm my own personal analysis. Any trades you take are your own risk. Okay. That being said, let's just take a quick look at what's going on. Obviously, one of the more exciting weeks we've had in some wild swings in the market. We haven't seen that kind of action in a couple of years now. Some of the biggest one-day intraday swings all time in some of the indexes ever. And I think it's just the beginning of what's going to be a very bumpy ride for a little while. Just to make things clear, I don't think this is the crash. We're not there yet. Okay, we're probably going to see an increase in volatility over the next, I would say, month or two. Long term, to change and get this higher time frame trend stuff into a downtrend takes time. So, on the lower time frames, now lower time frame being, daily 240, we're going to see these wild gyrations as we start to turn over the trend on some of the higher time frames. And that could take, a couple of months sometimes for the monthly chart. We'd have to have some sustained selling and then some sustained buying and then lower highs and lower lows. We're talking about the summer, I think, before we start to see monthly downtrends on any of the indexes. So I think we're actually going to, this coming week, see a bounce back and into this level up here. Could we get all the way here? Yeah, could. I don't think we will, but we could. And I believe we're actually going to turn over and break the lows. So there's still some wild moves coming here. I think the next leg down on ES we're talking about 2400-ish. And therefore, I'm looking at a bounce into this for a short with a target of probably, near 2400. As we get down, I'll start to assess that. Let's go take a look at some of the levels under there. And I think that, from there, I'm definitely a buyer. I think we have not seen the top yet. We're going to probably make some new highs at some point. I actually think what we're building here on this particular leg over here is the left shoulder of what's going to eventually be the top. And that means that, there's going to be a head somewhere up here. Right, and we're just going to do something like this. We get lower down, and then eventually we're going to start to rally back up, over a period of time, and we end up somewhere a little bit higher with a head, and then we turn over and we put in the left shoulder, and after that, all that happens, that's when we'll start talking about a major top being in. This is, I think, just the beginning. So I'm looking at something like. Probably, let's say June, July, before we start pushing down out of that head that I'm talking about. So I actually think we're going to start to, we're going to have a bounce here. And, just for this type of a week or coming up, we have one more leg down. After that, from 2400, I think we have to be buyers again and look for new highs into June type of thing. And it's going to be a fun ride. So, get ready. Let's take a look at the level underneath us. So right now, my hypothesis is short up higher down into 2400, which is back down under here. Let's move this over a little bit. Yeah. So this is 2400 down here. All right, you can see there was a nice little high that we bounced and danced on top of that a little bit. We were up currently somewhere over here, and we tested a little lower, and this doesn't look the greatest. There's something okay, a little pause at 2,500. And I think after that, really, it's just, we're looking at 20. This is garbage. So 2,400 seems to be the right place for the low. I would think that, and that's going to be my target currently for now on the next leg down. We're talking about a bounce up into the 27, I think it was 50, somewhere up there. Let's go look again. Come on, Mr. Chart. Could be even. There we go. Oops. Yeah, around 2750-ish up here. I'll look at it on a smaller time frame. And leg down to 2400, that's 350 ES points. So quite a bit, close to 18,000 or something like that. 17,500 per contract. So pretty big move, okay? For now, the bounce is coming. You can see we like this little double bottom action going on Friday. And we started to rally up this morning, this overnight hours. This overnight rally is not going to work. There's just no way because the bonds are getting crushed again. And therefore, this is going to sell off. It's only a matter of time, probably tomorrow. So maybe we get the rally up overnight. I don't know. We'll find out. But for now, I'm looking for a short up higher. You can see the level that I like a lot around here. 2750 is this sucker over here. Right, there's 2750. So it's right in this. This is the sweet spot for the short. So we'll wait for that to pop up there. It's still 100 plus points away from where we are currently trading, and a little patience. I think we'll see that tomorrow. Let's take a look on the ES60. Yeah. So what are we looking at? 2750 is where? Yeah, that's this sucker up here, right around here. 2750 is this whole basing area right here, right? On the 60 chart, it looks like you can pull it up to 73 even. We'll have to see how it plays when it gets up here, but that's the level we're looking to for the short. Any of these other levels are just smaller time frame trades, but the big leg down, next down leg, I think, comes from here. All right, that's our ES, so we're looking for shorts. Cool. Alrighty, let's move into NQ. Similar, obviously, in the chart structure. Looks like we got a little out of control candle over there. There we go. That's a lot better. So we did have a very nice sell-off. Looks like Friday we sort of pierced through the bottom of the daily demand of the 240. Weekly demand zone, and we ended up right into the bottom of our daily demand. We peaked through a dot, so I just adjusted this a little bit. But really nice close after that, a bounce rejection of the lows. There's air above us. There's a small level here that we're banging against now, a little time frame. It's very likely to get back there. I think we're getting into this thing again. So over here, it's like a 6,700 number. It looks like to me on the 240, it's probably around 6,750. That looks to be the spot that I would be interested in the short. So this is obviously a humongous number over here. Right? It's like 150 points. So this is a little better. Around 6750 is where we're looking at the NQ for the next turnover to come. And the next leg down on NQ gets us fairly lower. Somewhere around, I would say it's looking to be like 5,800. Somewhere right down here at this level over here on the weekly chart. So again, bounce back up, and then the next leg down, and after that, again, rally into new highs. What we're looking at over here, I think, again, is the left shoulder for the indexes. So this is just going to be the beginning, right? All this takes time to create a downtrend on a monthly chart. You need a couple of months to push down, a couple of months to push up, lower high, and then turn over. We're talking about, 5 or 6 months down the road. So we're already into, we're into the summertime, beyond. So that's when I think the fourth quarter of 2018 is going to be really ugly for the bulls. They're going to get slaughtered this year. Slaughtering coming. But in the meantime, as we get lower down, after this week's coming route that's on the way, we will try to maybe build a long position. Okay. So in the meantime, let's take a look on our 60. Yeah, there's the 6750. It's up here, actually, and we're putting on this chart. It's not too good of me. It's right here. So there's our leg in. That's why I move it out. 29. Looks like on the 60. Yeah, it's slightly higher than 6750. It's like 6784, 85. 6750 is this hammer over here. So, okay, that's our NQ chart. We're looking for our early weakness. I'm sorry, early rally, and then weakness later in the week. Okay, same thing for the ES. Crude. I've been screaming that crude's going to sell off for, well, a couple of weeks. Well, I was finally right. I was right in a big time way. But that being said, you know, we've now, I think, even overshot the level I was looking for. I thought we were going to stop, you know, at 50, 60, was it? I think it was this one here. I forgot. I took it off the chart already. I thought I'm pretty sure I was going to stop here. And we got through that level, and we got even to the next level down. So wicked sell-off this week. Very large rejection of the highs back here. This trend is still up. We've hit the daily demand. We should get a little bounce back over here, and then the next leg lower. So for now, I'm thinking crude actually wants to bounce back a little bit. There's a really nice short sitting over here around on the 60 chart, which when we get there, I will be interested in. I think we have one more leg down. If you remember last week, I was talking about a $10 move in crude. So I think we get a little back test and then a rollover and then push down a little deeper until we get, you know, down into the 50s over here someplace where that will be the major buy, where we, you know, when we get down there, we're talking about moving up, you know, into the 70s. So we will be getting through this zone. You know, as we outlined even a couple of weeks back, but we're going to come back and back test over here, the breakout area. So it's a back test, and then we get through this level, right? That's what we're looking for. So we're in the back test portion of that currently. On the lower time frame, we still have to, you know, move back and, you know, to some of these small time frame zones, and that's what we're looking for now. A chance to join the shorts. Okay, that's what we're looking for. So bounce early, enter the short. And there we go. That's our zone. That's our target for this week. Excuse me. So let's call it 55.50. Okay. That's the level. So we're looking for a little bounce back, little level that's inside here, and then we're looking for a push down into the 55 level. Okay. Let's go take a look where that zone is on the 60. What do we got? Looks like we're actually in one of the zones up here, a little lower time frame. But yeah, that's the first one. That's the one we'd look at. Let's go to the left and see which one of these makes more sense. It's a little bit of a level on them, but they are 40 ticks away, so they're valid. The only question is, you know, what can I define each one? And the answer is, yeah, they're both good. As I look left, I see, right, that this part of the zone is actually here, and then this part of this zone over here is actually this. So they are level on level demand, level on level supply, so they're fine. Okay, and that's where we're looking for a back test. It's somewhere in the 62 area, it looks like, where we should find this next area that will give us a next lower high and a chance to join into the shorts. Let's go see if we can take a look on a 15 and try to narrow that down a little bit. Oops. There we go. Okay. So I'm just trading this little first zone over here in the meantime. But yeah, that's the spot. If we get back up here, get a nice little V pattern going on over here. Those usually totally retrace, so we should get through this. And that's what we're looking for. Oh boy, supply, look at that, fantastic. And then we got all the way down here. So that's boom, 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 yes sir. That's where the short's hiding. Okay, so coming in around 61.54 to 61.22, we should actually look maybe to raise that a dot. This is wicks against the wall, that's the leg in, but keep your eye on this little doji up here. It might be playing tricks on us. Maybe we get a little bit through. All right, so we'll watch this area for a chance to join a short. That's our crude. Okay, gold, another one of those big-ass winners this week. Finally get the nice sell-off that we were looking for. And I think, again, it was only the beginning. We're going to backtest a little bit. You can see that, right around here. And we're pushing up into it now. I love this short over here. Fantastic. If we get up there, notice what was over there, what was over there. You can see it was demand, and it turns into supply. We got the moving average there and the Bollinger Bands there right at 1333. So that's about $7. We might get a spike in the middle of the night. We've spiked into a smaller time frame zone already, which I'll show you on a little time frame. But this is going to break down, and underneath us, there's nothing here. This middle over here, say bye-bye. This is a double top. That's the middle. We're going down to 1200 and below. Okay, so there is still a long short over here. Long meaning big. Gold looks like crap. Disaster. So right now, there we go on a little time frame. We've already hit some supply. We're selling off. We've actually got a higher low already. We got engulfing over here. And this probably retraces in the middle of the night. So, okay. There's a pretty nice doji sitting over here on the 15. It was right at the prior highs. You could see that right around 1322, 23. So, yeah, gold doesn't move too much in the middle of the night. We'll leave it alone. But, okay, we're looking for a chance to short. Oh, this one looks really nice here on the 60. You want to raise that zone up a shot? There we go. Yeah, that's the first part of the zone, 36 to 40. Great. Dollar had a very nice bounce. I think someone told us about that last week. Forgot his name. But perfection. Okay, there's the big bounce. Beautiful reversal pattern. That's I'm pretty sure we're going to see this sucker, at least the yellow box here. Can we get all the way here? Don't know. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But I do know that this level is not holding. That much I knew. Okay, we're going to get a little push down, and then we'll push out of that sucker right over here. We have new daily demand. We've got to be back test the dot, and we're into this low. I'm pretty sure we're going to see this 92 to 93 area. That's this week, which means the next leg down is coming for euro, for gold. It's on the way. Dollar still has plenty of room to bounce out of this little zone that we hit fresh demand outside Bollinger Bands on a weekly chart. And there's the first reversal pattern. Just getting back to the first level of supply on the weekly chart, which is going to be over here with the inverted. That's 93, right? That's this level up here. So that's where it's very likely going to see this week. Okay, so dollar strength coming. The little pop we're seeing now in the currencies is overnight BS and Sunday night BS, and it's going to all be retraced. I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up tomorrow morning and this thing is totally upside down. There's the reversal. We're falling out of this monthly supply. We landed in daily demand, and we're just pausing. So that's the little wedge that we're inside. You can see that that's still holding. Got a fantastic supplies on above. I love that gold, that EC short. A little bounce out of here. We pick up a short over here. Look how much air is underneath this zone. And this is the trade of the week. EC short up here around the 124-ish. There's the doji. We're looking at it on the 60, but that's the spot. We hit that sucker, and you're talking about 120. That's 4,000. That's 800 ticks. Dude, 800 ticks is $5,000 a contract. More. Shit. It's a ton of money. Okay, so keep your eye on that sucker. That is the trade of the week. Oh, absolutely. Look at the short of the 60. The level is fantastic. It's this one right here. And very, very nice. It's got even a little doji right above. I have to watch that, but I like the lower one down there a ton. Okay, and especially if we're doing this, if we just go right into the zone. Are you kidding me? No higher lows. Oh, fantastic. This is just a rally off the bottom. We hit the supply zone. Doing that without any demand in the way. Dude, are we breaking the bottom? Oh, boy. I love that. So that, for me, is very exciting. I like that trade a lot. Okay, keep your eye on that thing. That's going to pay some nice bucks. All right, that's the yen. I'm sorry, now we're moving on to the yen. Well, we got a little, Christmas tree stuff going on over here. Last week we were looking at a pair of twins, and now we reversed that. We pushed up into some new highs on the daily chart. I'm not sure why my chart is running away from me, but there it goes. Up here on the daily chart, we made slightly new highs. We couldn't close up there. We pulled back inside to the range, right? And basically hitting a gap area and filling the gap almost to the tick. And I think we're done over here. We're going to bounce up and start selling off. They were just gunning for the fill up there, I think. And what we're going to see now is back test, and then, back to this level. This is going to turn into a double top with the little wick stop out up there, and we end up down here. It's still the target for now. We're looking at about 9,000 even for the yen. All right, there's a gap we hit. We're just flagging around. We hit some supply little time frames, and we're waiting for this thing to show itself. That gap down on the open has since completely closed the gap and is now actually up. So that was, I think, a stop out move underneath here, and we're ready for a wicked rally. The last time we stopped out, we just whew. So I think this is starting now. This is a great buy if you want to swing trade this thing. I would be buying some UNG or calls on UNG. I gotta just check the volatility on the calls. It's probably pretty high. And we're looking for a long, or otherwise you buy the. If you can afford, holding some NG a little bit, you're gonna get a really nice rally. I think the next level that we come over here, we hit the, we go all the way back to beyond 3.2, probably 3.4ish. Coming over here, at least this, and more likely up here. So that is a very, very large move for nat gas. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. We're looking for the longs. I know this past week we were trying to get into that. We got stopped out once or twice, or maybe a couple of times. Here's the push down on the gap down, stopping out whoever was already in, and we've already filled that gap. There will be one small back test into one of these zones over here, or over here. Probably this one, right around 2580. If not in the middle of the night, then for sure tomorrow morning after we hit this thing. And as long as we hold that level, meaning this level down here, we're good to go. Nat gas very rarely gaps away or up and then closes the gap so quickly on Sunday night. Most of the time it's a gap and just doesn't come back the whole week. Partially fills on Monday and then runs away and leaves a big gap opening over there. But this totally just bounced right back, and that sort of tells me that I think we're going to see a very nice rally probably tomorrow for nat gas. So try to get yourself in position for that. Aussie dollar, we've hit the supply up there. And now we're looking at a double top on the weekly. We've got a continuation of the twins, and you can see the twins starting to form there. This was all a corrective move on the daily chart, right? And we've come into the first level of demand. We should get a reaction. Looking at supply sitting at 7,900. We have the level marked off over here on our 240 chart. It's right around this thing. That's what we're looking for now to join the next leg down. I believe we're going to turn this into a downtrend of the daily chart. So shorts up there at 7,900 are something that I'm very interested in. So we're going to watch the Aussie dollar for that potential trade. And that's the level up here. There's a 7,900 on the 60 chart. Looks like this. Okay. Cool. Aussie breaking down. BP, we were in last week, had a beautiful short and hit the target on the daily chart. And I think we're going to get a little bit of a bounce back before the next lower high. Again, similar to the euro. You can see the ugly, ugly reversal on the weekly chart. We landed right inside of a demand zone. And like we did here on the daily chart, we should see a little pushback into the 1.4 level. And then the next leg down, you can see again air underneath here. That's what we're looking for. So a back test into the 1.4 area, right around here maybe someplace. We're going to take a look on the 60, what it's looking like. And a joining of the short into the next leg down at 1.350. So it looks like 1.3500. Right? There's the big pocket of air. We push back to here. And then we roll over and fill that little pocket down there. So that's what we're looking for from PP. I actually like this trade a lot as well. Really nice. It looks just almost as good as the Euro trade. So there's the supply zone that we have. There's this stuff up here, but now there's really something over here, right? Which is where all these lows are sitting. It shows better on the 50, and it's slightly below 1.4. 1.4 is this level, which didn't draw, I think, because it was became level on level over here with this higher one, so I just took the higher zone. But that was the origin of the higher zone. It's already been hit, and this one is actually fresh. So I think we have to put that zone down. Let's draw it out and see what it looks like. Okay, I'll pick up the leg in. We're looking at 4025. So that's far enough away. You can see what was over here on the other side. Definitely a level we're interested in. A lot of action in there. And that's where we're looking to join. It comes in right at 1.4 basically. Okay, chance to join BP shorts. Canadian. Oh, nice push down. We've hit daily demand. Same idea. Bounce back. Look at that fantastic supply zone on the 240 chart. Oh, what's going on inside here? 50 average, 200 average, 240 supply zone. Oh, you're kidding. Bollinger Bands there too? Huh. Damn, I want to be short bear. Okay, looking for a short on Aussie dollar up there. Sorry, Canadian. That is coming in over here on our 60 chart. There's a bunch of crappy levels. I like this one. That one. This whole thing here. Potentially, I mean, that's obviously the best out of all of them, but I don't know if we're going to get that far. Those are coming in at around 8100. Let's go look down on the 240 where that level was. 8100. 8100. That's all the way up here. So this level down here is at 80115 to 80295. 80115. Yeah, so that's right in here. Okay, that's the one I was looking at down here. That's these two zones. Okay, it's right above the basing here. We'll have to see how which one of these things is going to do it. I'm not taking this as a limit order. It's going to be a little too messy. I like the Euro and the BP shorts the best so far. Those are pretty clear. Copper, what do we get? We pulled out into demand. Get a nice bounce, and let's see if we get a supply zone hit over here for a chance to join some shorts. Oh, there's the short of the 60. We should raise this a dot. Pick up the leg in for the wicks against the wall, and that's what copper is looking like. Okay, so clean supply zone sitting up there waiting for a tag. There's it on the 60, on the 15. This one is up here. This is the fresh one. If we can get all the way to 314, this is sell right there. That's for sure. Okay, that's what we're looking at. Copper, I just want to mention the bonds. Like I talked about, the bonds are selling off. At least they were when I looked at them last. Yeah, they're down a whole nother point to 143 and change. We're deep into the monthly level. We're touching the outside of the weekly level. We're touching the deep into the daily level. We're touching the 240 level. Should I keep on going? What the hell do you think's going to happen? We're going to bounce, no question about it. But for now, we've broken down further. The markets are in trouble until this thing starts rallying, because higher interest rates are on the way, and that's not good for stocks. Okay, a couple of decent levels of supply sitting right there, 143 and change. You can see that's this one on the 15, and then there's another one above it for potential shorts. Okay, we can do a quickie on soy. Big gap up tonight. We're up 16 and change. We're breaking out at the top of the wedge on the weekly chart. I'm not sure where my daily, why my 240 chart is still loading, but interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, because it's what time is it? No, it's 10:15. What the hell? I'm not sure what's going on. All right, so look for longs. Pull back into the gap tonight. We should be gapping, early in the morning. Soy likes to do a retrace on whatever it did in the overnight hours, and therefore look for a pullback into demand. We're looking for a long on soy. It looks like at least a back into the top of the wedge up here, a test of 10.08 and change at least. Potentially a lot more than that also. So we do have a higher low, we had a double bottom, and if we come back at least to the origin of this thing, there's our middle, there's our double bottom, so the origin is still up here at 10.14. So looks like that's where it's trying to get to. Okay, everyone have a great trading week, and those of you who are involved in the expanded program, I will see you on Wednesday, and stay tuned. I'm sort of tweaking the service. There's going to be some changes coming in the next couple of weeks as I sort of figure it out. Both the Sunday and Wednesday versions are slightly going to change a little bit, and I'll be putting out an announcement as soon as I figure out exactly what I'm going to do. But in the meantime, the recording will go out pretty soon, and if you have any questions, you can send me emails. Wishing you guys all the best, and again, thank you for the best wishes for my daughter. Thank you.